paws and tapped on my arm. Hi, sweetie pie. What is it? Oh, sweet old thing. You haven't got enough attention today. Is that the problem? Love. Riches. All right then. Mara very politely asked by just doing a little tap. It's adorable. Oh, that's okay. I have been like playing around with. I've been poking at some things on AO3 because I've never actually looked at the Skyrim tag on Archive of Our Own. Oh my god, it's huge. Most of it's smut. Obviously, because that's mostly what's on AO3. But I'm looking at it and being like, hey, like, like everyone loves Arander. He's one of the favorite followers. People either love him or hate him. So like, yeah, I'll see. Like, oh wow, he's been tagged in a decent amount of smut. Who do they pair him with? Click. If they don't do a self ship, like, all right, or like rather with their character, Dragonborn, Dovahkiin, whatever. Main character. Okay, as long as they don't ship with their player character. Let me get rid of those. Let's look at the other ships. They only ship him with basically either the evil Daedra he used to serve, like basically the demon goddess there, or they ship him with like the other potential dark elf follower you can get in Skyrim. And that's it. It's like, what? It's either a self ship or it's that. There's a few other random ones, but that's it. So I'm like, huh. Well, I don't want to do the self ship. I don't want to do that. Oh, and I noticed something else weird. Really weird. But I know it's one of those like, did you even play the fucking game? Okay. Minor rant here. I really don't like when there's obvious character lore in a game or any media, right? I don't like when there's obvious character lore and people completely ignore it just so they can throw their own kinks on top. It's like, no. Because they all, it seems like, and they all, I noticed, I just looked in like the tags because frankly, priest kink is a tag on AO3, unsurprisingly. Most of them have that tag, or they're all about like loss of innocence stuff. I'm like, seriously, you didn't play the game. Did you listen at all? The man never shuts up. Okay, no. Okay, I understand that is a kink, that is a thing. I understand that is a thing, and you're right. There is not a very big. There's not a. I know exactly. Clearly, we know where it all comes from. It's like I see what you're doing there. Like it's obvious. I understand that it's a thing and whatnot, but what I don't like is how they always have this whole. They always seem to write him as being this like innocent cinnamon roll who's never done anything with anyone ever. And I'm like, he was in an evil cult for years. He grew up in an evil cult. And he admits openly, wandering around Skyrim before joining the priesthood of Mara and doing a lot of shit. Basically, he's like, he talks about I've killed more people than I care to admit. And it's like, he was not a nice guy. He was not a good man or elf. They all put it in as priest kink, and they all put it in as like he's never done anything with anyone ever. It's like he's completely innocent of all that. It's like he was in an evil cult, and he's killed a lot of people. It's like he was not a nice man. The guy has a past. It's like joining the priesthood of Mara and stuff, and like taking care of all the stuff in Dawnstar, like, you know, this is his redemption arc, all right. Like the character walks in when he's on his redemption arc. You could argue roughly the start of it. So it's like, oh, he has done things. So it's like I don't think he's an innocent little cinnamon roll. That and if you and that and he is just as likely to smash things with his mace as he is to set them on fire with magic. In fact, if you give him a warhammer, he's actually more likely to go in there and bash some heads in than he is to use magic. It's like, That's not very Priest of Mara-y for you, I don't think. Although I do like everyone does seem to agree that like it's a good thing that Mara has benevolence because Arander has none. Or like, is that what is it? Or did he name his mace Benevolence? Benevolence is the name of his mace. Yeah. He is not an innocent, sweet little cinnamon roll. He, by his own admission in the game. But everyone always writes him as though he has never done anything wrong ever. It's like, I have never done anything wrong in my life ever. It's like, yes, and we love you. And it's like, no. I mean, hell, the dude code switches. Everyone says that's probably a mistake that they either, like, they hired the voice actor to do that. That's true. Some people, I don't know, I can't seem to figure out what the hell happened because his voice, like, he has the two voices you kind of hear. It's the same voice actor, but sometimes when he talks, he has this really posh accent, and other times it's like this sort of, like, very rough around the edges Cockney. He's downright rude. So it's like, what the hell? Like, why is he code switching over here? It's like, well, you code switch if, you have to. So my headcanon is the rough one is his quote-unquote real voice. Because it's all his priesty stuff that he says. He sounds very posh-like. He has a much more, like, the language, it's all very different. It's very, very respectable, very priesty, you know, he's like full priest mode. Everything else it's like, I almost expect him to go, oh, hey! like, and, you know, and like start cussing. Which he does, actually. One of those, come on, are you paying attention to this man? No one's paying attention to him. Welcome back, Unknown. So yeah, I hate when they write him in as he's this innocent baby cinnamon roll who doesn't know anything about the world. It's like, he says he wandered for years. He killed people. He wasn't a good guy. I like the headcanon he's got, like, some shitty tattoos. Like, nothing really, like, regrettable. Like, oh god, you know. Nothing that would get him in trouble or anything, but, like, just kind of shitty ones. Like ones you get when you're like drunk and in college, or like edgy ones. And he was like, "Oh God." And now that he's like middle aged, he's like, "That's embarrassing." Like I kind of headcanon he's got some shitty tattoos, like the Oblivion symbol somewhere. It's like, oh God. So, something that if one of the parties saw it was like, ah, he's like, shut up. Probably something that sort of looks like one of the like tribal tattoos from the 90s around his bicep. And he's like, don't look at me. It's like, I was young and stupid. Because, yeah, the guy's shady. So that's been my distraction when the headaches are bad and I really can't like draw, but at least I can like, I'll play a video game, like, and I can like sit back and think and then do some writing and then close my eyes again because looking at anything with lights is bad. Also been talking with Evie about how to work some of VUs. Let's see. Let's get that share. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of the fanfics with him, literally all of them, have like if they're like most of them are tagged priest kink, but the pretty much they almost all have tags that are either like loss of innocence, first time, or all that stuff. I'm like, oh come on. No. Sigh. Or maybe not that far back. Yeah, it's very clearly a people have not been paying attention to the game that they are playing. What I'm thinking of actually doing is shipping him with the going all in on the old man yaoi thing and just shipping him with Valdemar. They're both battle mage types. They're both middle aged for their respective species. But if I did, mm. I also had to point out, like he is also a priest of a goddess of love and fertility. He's in a fertility cult. I mean, they're well, okay. They do have one of them who's basically also kind of a sex goddess in Skyrim, and he's not in that one, but still. It is fun to look at the lore though and speculate things. Because man, Elder Scrolls has so much lore like with it. And there's a lot they've not explored with things. I'm like, ooh. That sounds like the name of an isekai. There you go. That's the next big isekai hit. An asexual who accidentally started a fertility cult. Like, oh no. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god. Yes, we should write the like started a fertility cult. You got a harem, but I'm ace. Oh no. That'd be hilarious. Wow. So weird. Well, at least you have those, which is always good. I know I'm irritatingly the look on the bright side person. Oh, another crowd scene. Yeah. So, going to go have fun with the whole old man Yowie trope that seems popular now, which is fine. Of course, because it's a journal thing, I'm not going to actually write any of that because my character's not like a weird, creepy ass peeping Tom. So I now have to write in the fact that my character's be like, hmm, those two, Lydia. What do you think? Like, yep. Which that's going to be fun. Get to amuse myself with that while I let the brain rot consume me and puzzle out the start of issue 6. Hell. Oh no, Evie does that all the time. The curse of the tall. Let's see if I can just ink this. If I can just straight up ink this, that'd be good. Oh, you don't? Oh no, Evie does that all the time. She's only 5'10". Well, I guess maybe for her, that's because when it's open on the back of the minivan, it is right here. It is like a temple level for her, and she keeps catching the corner of it. And it's like, She has given herself a concussion before. I mean, once she hit herself so bad that she literally ended up on the ground. I heard a thunk, and I looked over, and she's just there like, oh, like, oh my god. Twice? No. I thought you said again this morning. I thought you meant like you did it the other day and now you did it, not twice in one day. Ow. I mean, I'm at cabinet height. Not snow yet. Wait for it. Oh my god. That sucks. That sucks. Twice in one day. Fuck. My brain just was like, hey, you did another classic pairing. You did like the twink and the bear pairing. If you ship them with Voldemort, I'm like, oh god, I did. I got it now.